In the vast deserts of Niger, hidden beneath layers of ancient rock, paleontologists unearthed the remains of a creature unlike any other. A dinosaur with an appearance so peculiar, so fascinating, that it captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike. Its mouth was lined with hundreds upon hundreds of teeth, over 1,000 in total set in rows, like the bristles of a comb. This was Nigersaurus, a dinosaur that seemed almost too strange to be real, a relic from a world long lost. To understand Nigersaurus, we must first set the stage. The Sahara Desert today is a place of scorching sun, sand dunes, and arid landscapes. But 110 million years ago, during the middle of the Cretaceous period, it was a lush environment of rivers, lakes, and forests. This fertile land supported a rich ecosystem of fish, crocodiles, pterosaurs, and of course, dinosaurs. Among them was Nigersaurus, a member of the sauropod family. Sauropods are the long-necked giants of prehistory, like Brachiosaurus and but while its relatives grew enormous and towered over forests, Nigersaurus was different, smaller, stranger, and specialized in a way no other sauropod was. Nigersaurus measured only about 30 feet in length, a modest size compared to the massive titans of its family. Its neck was relatively short, its body stocky, and its skull unique. The most remarkable feature was its mouth, wide and shovel-shaped, lined with more than 500 active teeth, with replacements waiting in rows behind them. These teeth were arranged in a straight, horizontal row at the front of its jaws, giving it a vacuum cleaner-like appearance. As teeth wore down, new ones slid forward, ensuring that Nigersaurus always had sharp tools for feeding. Over time, a single individual might have replaced tens of thousands of teeth, an astonishing adaptation to its diet and lifestyle. But what exactly did Nigersaurus use all those teeth for? Unlike the carnivores that prowled the same environment, Nigersaurus was a plant eater, perfectly adapted to grazing on low-lying vegetation. Its wide, tooth-filled mouth acted like a lawnmower, shearing through ferns, horsetails, and other soft plants that grew close to the ground. With a skull structure that allowed it to keep its head close to the ground, Nigersaurus likely swept across landscapes, clipping vegetation efficiently and consuming massive amounts of greenery every day. The sheer design of its skull is one of the most puzzling aspects for paleontologists. Its bones were incredibly thin and lightweight, so much so that some parts of its skull were nearly translucent. At first, scientists wondered how such a delicate structure could withstand the pressures of feeding. But its specialized arrangement of jaws and teeth distributed forces in a way that made grazing possible without damaging its fragile head. This adaptation highlights just how diverse and experimental dinosaur evolution could be. Nigersaurus belonged to a group of sauropods called Rebacosaurids, a lesser-known branch of the family tree. Unlike their towering cousins, Rebacosaurids were medium-sized and specialized in unique ways. Nigersaurus stood out even among them. While other sauropods relied on browsing trees or sweeping large swaths of vegetation, Nigersaurus narrowed its niche to ground-level grazing, a strategy more like that of a modern cow than a massive dinosaur. The discovery of Nigersaurus was no ordinary event. In the late 1990s, paleontologist Paul Sereno and his team were excavating in Niger when they stumbled upon its remains. At first, Sereno described the dinosaur as the strangest dinosaur I have ever seen, a statement that reflects just how unusual its features were. With its fragile skull, wide mouth, and endless conveyor belt of teeth, it challenged traditional views of what sauropods looked like and how they lived. Reconstructing Nigersaurus was a challenge. Its bones were so delicate that they often crumbled when exposed to air. The skull had to be painstakingly pieced together, almost like a puzzle of glass. Yet when the reconstruction was complete, it revealed a creature that was both bizarre and beautiful, a dinosaur perfectly tuned to its environment. The ecosystem in which Nigersaurus lived was equally fascinating. It shared its world with massive predators like Suchomimus, a crocodile-snouted hunter that preyed on fish and perhaps smaller dinosaurs. Crocodiles lurked in rivers, turtles paddled through swamps, and giant pterosaurs soared overhead. Nigersaurus likely lived in herds, grazing together for protection against predators, much like modern herbivores do today. Its constant need to eat, perhaps consuming hundreds of pounds of plants daily, would have kept it moving across floodplains and wetlands in search of food. One of the remarkable things about Nigersaurus is its role in teaching us about dinosaur diversity. For decades, sauropods were imagined as massive, tree-browsing giants, but Nigersaurus broke that mold. It demonstrated that even within the sauropod family, there was room for specialization and adaptation to different environments. It was not a one-size-fits-all family of giants, but a lineage capable of astonishing variety. The nickname "the dinosaur with 1,000 teeth" captures the imagination, but it is not an exaggeration. With multiple rows of replacement teeth constantly shifting forward, Nigersaurus maintained one of the most remarkable dental systems in the dinosaur world. This endless supply of teeth was crucial, given the wear and tear from grazing tough vegetation. If it had relied on a limited set of teeth, it might not have survived long. Instead, its evolutionary solution ensured it could thrive for millions of years. For scientists, Nigersaurus is also a window into the ecosystems of ancient Africa. Fossil evidence from Niger reveals a vibrant landscape where rivers teemed with fish, swamps supported plant life, and dinosaurs filled every ecological niche. Nigersaurus was one cog in this great machine, shaping the land as it grazed, recycling plant material, and supporting the food web. Its presence reminds us that dinosaurs were not just predators and giants, they were also grazers, engineers of their environments, and crucial parts of complex ecosystems. The story of Nigersaurus also emphasizes the importance of paleontological exploration. Much of Africa's fossil record is still underexplored compared to North America and Europe. Each new discovery, like Nigersaurus, adds another piece to the puzzle of dinosaur evolution. It shows us that the world of dinosaurs was far more diverse and experimental than once imagined. Beyond science, Nigersaurus has captured popular imagination. Its strange, vacuum cleaner-like mouth and endless teeth have made it a favorite in documentaries, museums, and dinosaur books for children and adults alike. It stands as proof that nature, in all its creativity, often produces designs that seem stranger than fiction. So what does Nigersaurus teach us? It teaches us about adaptation, the way life evolves to meet the challenges of its environment. It shows us that even within a group of animals we think we understand, like sauropods, there is always room for surprise. And it reminds us that dinosaurs were not just monsters of size and power, but living creatures, each uniquely adapted to the world around them. The dinosaur with 1,000 teeth continues to fascinate, not only because of its strange appearance, but because it reveals the endless possibilities of evolution. Nigersaurus was not the biggest, not the fiercest, and not the most famous of dinosaurs. Yet its place in history is secure because it shows us that survival is not always about size or strength. It is about specialization, innovation, and the endless creativity of life on Earth. In the end, Nigersaurus is more than a curiosity. It is a testament to the extraordinary diversity of the dinosaur world, a creature whose strangeness expands our understanding of what is possible in nature. When we look at its fragile skull, its conveyor belt of teeth, and its grazing lifestyle, we see a portrait of adaptation, survival, and the boundless imagination of evolution. The dinosaur with 1,000 teeth remains one of prehistory's most remarkable marvels, a reminder that even in the most unexpected forms, life finds a way to flourish.